What's up everybody, welcome back to Cilinix Crypto. I'm a little bit bigger on the screen, don't be alarmed, but I wanted to do a quick new video today about something else than my normal videos. My normal videos are obviously analyses and a market update, but I've been getting a lot of requests about people that want to trade something different than crypto, which I understand, and that's something I've been personally doing this year as well. The best thing you can do, in my opinion, if you really want to do that, I mean, it's still not easy, but it's trading stocks. Stocks is by far the asset class that it's best to trade next to crypto, because it works quite similar, right? You also have a project, aka the company, and ultimately stocks are a little bit easier to trade, I would say, in general, if you do some long-term trading. So there's multiple ways to do this, but recently it has gotten quite easy by, for example, using xStocks on Bybit, which I think is the best way to do it. I've evaluated a couple of different things today, but this is, I think, the easiest way for most of you to do that. So in this video, I just wanted to talk a little bit about what that is and how to actually get started doing that yourself. Now, I do want to stress that xStocks is not available for US users, at least not on Bybit. I do think there's other venues for that. And then outside of that, it's still not easy to trade, right? I mean, it's far easier to invest in stocks, which, by the way, you can also do through xStocks. So if you're interested in that, might be something to look into as well, but for now, let's get right into it. All right, so let's get right into it. Now, first of all, you do need a Bybit account, which I will leave a link down in the description so you can actually sign up. That's an affiliate link. You can also just go to bybit.com and make your own account. I mean, the affiliate link basically just means that if you're making fees, I get a percentage of that. If you think, who is this guy? I don't want him to make money off of my fees. You're not paying more, by the way, then just go to bybit.com. I don't care. But ultimately, let's get right into it. So let's talk a little bit about what xStocks is. Now, first of all, xStocks, you can just trade stocks on Bybit. I'll show you a little bit about how that works in a moment. But what it is, it's just tokenized US stocks on Bybit, right? And they're tokenized by Bakkt. Bakkt Finance is a new project that actually secures these tokenized US stocks, right? So you can just trade the stock on Bybit, and there's an actual version of that stock that's being secured by external partners as well. So that's the easy part of it, and here you can see it's a tokenized asset backed one by real world shares. So you're not just trading a derivative. Technically you are trading a derivative, but there is a real stock that's actually being issued and that's being held somewhere as well. And you can actually buy those stocks, for example, on Bybit. I'll show you in a moment how. You can actually withdraw those stocks to other venues or just on-chain as well. So you're actually buying stocks, you're actually trading stocks. It's fractional ownership, right? So you can trade it a little bit more easily. You can trade it anytime with on-chain liquidity and global access. And you can, it's basically a way of diversifying tokenized versions of traditional assets. There's multiple ways to do this. I think Bybit is one of the best venues because they actually have broad liquidity. It's an amazing platform in general to trade with. Those of you who have known me for years know that I've used Bybit for years. They have a lot of liquidity. They post reserves, etc. about what they have. And this is all fully legal if you're doing it on Bybit, if you can actually sign up to bybit.com. And then how it works very easily, and I'll show you an example in a moment, is you just look up here. If we zoom in a little bit more, you just look up the stock you want to trade, such as Tesla, and you add the X, and then you can find its spot and you can just trade it. Now, how this would work in general, if you're interested in that for a trade or for example to invest. Personally, a stock I've been watching is Apple. I think Apple is an amazing company, or at least it's quite obvious that they're an amazing company, but they've also been posting some great numbers, and I am trading this. So what you can do is just make your normal analysis on TradingView, which I always post as well. And then you're looking at trades. Now, personally, I think an interesting level is right here at 275. That's the retest of the previous balance we had, but there's also confluence with a fair value gap, the 0.618 fib, the 4-hour trend, and the 7-day rolling VWAP. So it looks like an interesting trade. It's not guaranteed to get there, of course, and it's also not guaranteed to be profitable. But then what you can do is you can just very easily just create your setup, whatever way you want to do that. you go to Bybit, like I said, where you can trade these stocks, and then you can look up Apple, Apple X, which is the stock, as you can see. You press that, and then you can just trade it as you would trade Bitcoin. So for example, in this specific case, our limit order would be at 275. You can say how much you want to buy. Maybe I want to buy 0.5. That would be $27. Maybe I want to buy one full Apple stock. Would be $275, of course. You can also set a TP and SL. You can also do that manually, of course, because it's spot, and then you can just easily buy that, and then the stock is really yours. Like I said, you can buy and you can sell at a profit, sell at a loss if it goes the other way, but you can also withdraw this asset. I mean, it's all very, very easily to do here on Bybit, and it's just as intuitive as it would be trading Bitcoin, which I think if you're watching this video is something you have done in the past as well. Now, last but not least, something I think you need to know as well. Like I said, all the links will be down in the description if you actually do want to trade xStocks, and if you do want to sign up on Bybit, which you need. And like I said, it is the best venue to actually trade those stocks. But outside of that, right now, they're also doing some campaigns. Okay, so if you go to specific stocks right here on this page, I will link this this page, by the way, as well down in the description. You can see all of these different assets, these different stocks you can trade. And right now you can also deposit, trade Nvidia X, for example. So that would be the tokenized version of the Nvidia stock. And there's some amazing promos where you can stake it and earn up to 200% APR, which is crazy. But you can also just they're also doing a token splash where you can just trade Nvidia X, and if you're making a certain amount of volume, you actually get rewarded as well. So not only is Bybit, in my opinion, already one of the best venues to trade these X stocks, but outside of that, they also have some very nice campaigns right now to get you some free money. So yeah, if you're interested in that, like I said, if you're interested in that, links will be down in the description. Please do some research on trading stocks. Technically, it works very similar to crypto, and in many ways, fundamentally, it's quite different. So make sure to do that first, then sign up to Bybit, deposit some funds, and you can easily start trading. So yeah, that video is for those of you who care about that and want to actually get into some other trading venues, such as stocks, which I would recommend. But if you do have any questions, let me know down in the comments. Join the Telegram or the Discord servers and ask me in there. For now, that is what I think you need to know. So thank you for watching, everybody. Take care and bye.